planet of Armageddon, a hive world of industrialized warfare. The orcs, led by warlord Ghazghkull Thraka, have brought a giant war to bear upon the Imperial planet and the denizens that inhabit the sprawling hives. This, the third war for Armageddon, is set to be the largest yet. The conflict would draw in over 25 Space Marine chapters, dozens of Astra Militarum regiments, several Titan legions, and cause the immense destruction that litters the planet. Throughout this campaign, hundreds of battles were fought. Today, we focus on one small skirmish that took place. In the arid wasteland of Sector 2B4 lies the Oasis, the last remaining pool of pristine water on the beleaguered planet of Armageddon. Here, a formidable Imperial Guard force stands vigilant to protect the vital resource, comprising of 300,000 brave Cadians, supported by a fleet of 1,000 Leman Russ tanks, backed up by the Blood Ravens chapter of 1,000 warriors, and bolstered by 600,000 Imperial conscripts. They form an unyielding bulwark against the encroaching darkness. However, their defenses are surrounded on two sides as the forces of chaos descend upon them with malevolence. A corrupt fleet of 3,000 Leman Russ battle tanks and 1 million relentless gunners and 1.6 million fanatical melee cultists, with 5,000 Black Legion Space Marines and 500,000 seductive demonettes, unleash their unholy fury upon the defenders. To compound their plight, a teeming horde of orcs has also amassed, comprising of 1 million slugger boys and 1 million shooters. Thus, a three-way clash ensues. The fate of the Oasis and perhaps all of Armageddon hangs in the balance. As always, if you do enjoy this content, do subscribe and like the video, as that's the best way to support the channel. With all that being said, let's kick off today's slaughter. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos forces on the right, Imperial Guard in the middle, orcs on the left. Will the defense of the Oasis go according to plan? Oh my, it's going to be definitely a tough old battle for our Imperial Guard here. Already spreading out, you can see, heading straight for the Chaos front line. The Chaos front line, of course, charging headlong towards them. They've got lots and lots of melee combatants here and lots of gunners. They're going to be relying heavily on the Black Legion for their fire support. Meanwhile, our front line here is already getting ripped asunder. Rifle fire is echoing backwards and forth between both lines. Conscripts and Cadians are being cut down in equal measure here, though not as much as on the front line here for the Chaos. You can see the good old demonettes here running right forward, slicing up any unfortunate Imperial Guard close, who gets close enough. He'll basically be turned inside out by their giant pincers. Let's go scout along our brutal front line here. So on Team 1, we've got the Chaos. On Team 2, on Team 1, we've got the Orcs. On Team 2, we've got the Chaos. And on Team 3, we have the Imperial Guard. And oh my god, look at this front line already. Absolute devastation. Let's go have a look, see how the Orcs are getting on this side. Yeah, so the Imperial Guard really are in a terrible situation here. They're set on one side by an Orc war and a Chaos incursion on the other side. Also, a massive shout out to our newest staff member, Shifty. He's actually managed to get some mods working in the game for us. That means that, look at this, we've got orc shooters, ladies and gentlemen. We've finally got as well Leman Russ battle tanks, an actual skin for the Leman Russ battle tank. It's a glorious day. My oh my, look at all this firepower. Just thousands of bullets flying through the air at any one point here. There's so many losses being taken on both sides here. Oh my days. Yeah, definitely though, the Imperial Guard are pulling ahead in terms of kills at the moment here. Though it cannot be understated here that the Orcs are slowly getting up to them. Clearly, them shooters here are doing a hell of a lot of damage. Look at all these. And of course, when the Orcs get up close, they are absolute brutes, just ripping apart. Oh, look at this. A massive surge of them here. They will absolutely devastate any Imperial Guardsmen far enough to get close to them. They will literally just cleave them in half. And look at this. Chaos now meets Orc and Imperial Guard in the center. A brutal three-way fight is ensuing here, ladies and gentlemen. Quite literally, about 5,000 dying every second, all told, throughout the entire battle here now. Look at this front line. Just a wash of death. It's almost impossible to tell what's actually going on here. Look at that.
Oh, that is an absolute Warhammer battle here now. The Chaos pushing forward, actually managing to get quite a few kills here on the Imperial Guard. The Imperial Guard rallying though, trying to destroy as many as they can as they crest over the top of the hill. You can see that they are trying to keep range from them demonettes, however. Look at this on the hill in the background. The damned Space Marines here. The Black Legion laying down their bolt of fire, aiding their allies here. That's going to be a lot of firepower. Look, they've also got a lot of corrupted Lehman Russ tanks here. Looks like quite a few of these have actually been destroyed, though. With them being quite weak, it looks like the bolter rounds have managed to destroy them quite easily. But the rest of the army here is still surging forward, taking insane losses, it must be said. Let's go have a look now. 70,000 kills so far to the Imperial Guard. Let's go have a look how the Orcs getting on. You can see that all the gunners now are lining up and absolutely blasting the front line as well. This is a grim day for the Imperial Guard, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all these poor old conscript bodies over the floor here. Just hundreds of them. And the Orcs, though, they're still not getting close here. They are being gunned down really, really rapidly. Though the Imperial Guard force was massively overwhelmed in this battle here. They were really outnumbered. But just from the Orcs alone, let alone from the Chaos incursion on the other side as well. Here we go, though. The Blood Ravens, ladies and gentlemen, taking up the mantle of defense, pushing forward here. Bolters ready. They'll take on the Orcs, no problem. Look at this. A pile of dead. It's starting to amount around the Adapters Astartes here. They do not care. They've got their bolters, and as long as they've got ammunition and lifeblood in their veins, they will keep killing Orcs and Chaos. Oh my, look at this insane battle that is ensuing over here. So this is nothing but Chaos here versus the Orcs. Look at all these demonettes here ripping us under, poor slugger boys. The pincers, the demonic pincers of these ladies here are absolutely insane. I mean, can we call them ladies? I'm not sure if they're classified as ladies anymore. They are demons after all. Look at this. Oh my, there's so many Orc shooters all just lined up here, blasting out so much firepower. So it looks like then only really that the demonettes are getting close. Most of the others, look, are getting gunned down right here. This is absolutely fantastic. Look at all the blood. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Imperial Defenders here doing the best to hold out as best as they can, but my god, the war is going on around them and through them, quite literally. There's so many bodies all over the floor now. Look at that! No matter where you look, there is just absolute death and carnage here. The Orc Slugger boys still pushing forward regardless of the extreme heavy firepower that has been pumped into them here. The Cadians not relenting. They are not giving up one bit of ground. They are going to hold this. We need to hold this, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. We've actually tainted the... Okay, well, this was the last bit of clean water left on the planet, and it's now tainted, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Chaos forces are pushing up. They've actually managed to do this. Oh my god, how quickly did the Imperial Guard fall on this side? It feels like there was loads of them, and then suddenly they've just evaporated. All the tanks for the Imperial Guard have been destroyed at this point, unfortunately, by the looks of it, at least on this side. And the demonettes keep surging forward here. The last remaining conscripts and Cadians here, back-to-back fighting with the Blood Ravens, desperately trying to hold on to this little town. I'm going to call this the pumping station. That's basically what it is. And on the other side, ladies and gentlemen, Orcs push forward, relentless at their pursuit for victory. The WAGHH must be achieved. And this is pretty much just Chaos versus Orcs now on this side over here. The Imperial Guard forces only having 25,000 remaining troops. Oh my god. Look at how long this combat line is. Oh my days. Let's go down the combat line. Let's see what we can see. Just massive amounts of death every second. Oh my, it really is hard for my eyes to actually discern where the front line really is. There's so many bullets and explosions and just death all over the floor. Like, I think this is some semblance of a front line here, but it moves so quickly. Look at that, watching over all the Orcs here. These demonettes are very, very strong. Look how far this battle goes off into the distance, though. I mean, let's just get a sense of scale here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Just look at that. Oh my god. That is insane. There's so much going on here. So it looks like now, unfortunately, every single last remaining member, apart from one, of the Imperial Guard is now... Oh, there he goes. The Imperial Guard, ladies and gentlemen, have lost this round. They've been wiped off the face of the planet. Now, well, not off the face of the planet, but off the face of this oasis at least. Now it is just down between the WAGHH and the Chaos Incursion. And oh my, is this a brutal fight here. Look at all these Chaos Gunners ready here. Basically lining up, letting salvo after salvo into the Orcs as their melee troops try to make their way between them, try to get some semblance of a front line. They are establishing a front line here. These Demonettes have really been pushing forward, but you can see behind them, they get no support. The good old Orc shooters here absolutely just gunning down the Chaos without any fanfare whatsoever. In fact, most of the Chaos Gunners now are literally just over this area here. The Orcs have successfully managed to gun down most of them now. So we have just got a large contingent of Demonettes over here. And as that starts to falter, look at this, the Orcs pushing over the hill here, slicing up the poor Chaos Horde. Oh my, they are sensing a hungry breakfast here. Let's go back over to the centre because it looks like absolute death over here too. My god, this Orc war is absolutely massive. I can't call it either way here. Both have basically got 1 million men remaining at the moment. So yeah, I really couldn't call who was going to win this. There's a large amount of Demonettes here trying to push forward, and they've actually got the Black Legion here backing them up with lots and lots of bolter fire. So I think actually maybe that might be the turning point. The fact that these guys have got the Black Legion to help them. Unfortunately, we haven't got any working skins or mods for knobs yet, because otherwise these Orcs would have a hell of a lot of knobs, and that'd be a fantastic equalizer in this battle. They certainly need it against these Demonettes here, who are just taking absolute punishment at the moment. But look at all the bullets. Can you even estimate how many bullets have been fired? Like, if there's 1 million, what, there's like 4 million people with guns? Yeah, if all of them were to just fire at least one bullet, you know what I mean? That's 4 million bullets instantly. So the fact that we've got this insane prolonged war going on, the amount of ammunition that must be expended must be absolutely ridiculous. But it's hard to tell, like I said, who's actually got the upper hand here at the moment. In places, the Orcs are surging forward where there is no Demonettes. However, there is occasionally little pockets of them like this who are keeping the Orcs at bay just long enough for the Gunners to amass some semblance of force here. But at the end of the day, it's these shooter boys here that they're going to have to worry about. The shooters, look at that. The amount of firepower that these bad boys lay down is ridiculous. They've got the Daka. Oh my god, so many bodies are piling up in the centre here now. This is getting ridiculous. Let me know below, who do you think's actually going to win? Call it here. I think possibly the Chaos at the moment. As good as the Orcs are doing, these Demonettes are proving to be a real pain in the bottom for them. They do keep trying to push them up, and they have got a lot of gunners focusing on them, but it is just not enough yet. And meanwhile, while they're focusing on the gunners, the entirety of the Black Legion is behind them. Just bolters raised, blasting Orc scum. Oh my, there's just so much of a horde here left for Chaos. But if you look at the kill counters, they're fairly even in terms of, you know, what's left. The Orcs here surging forward. Are they actually pushing this flank over here? Maybe, possibly, that the Orcs can get the upper hand on this flank over here. That would be really good for the Orcs. Not that they've actually strategized for that. Look at this. There's even an entire separate battle going on over here. Oh yeah, okay, it's a bunch of Demonettes that have come round the flank here. Look at all the bullets. These are just from the Orcs here. Look at all the bullets. Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. The Daka is high. They're trying to push forward here. Look at this. The surge of Demonettes right into the shooter line. The shooters are going to be in a world of hurt here. Oh, my God. Demonettes just cleaving them in half. Absolutely decimating them. Oh, my days. This is getting really intense now. The Orcs are still pushing forward. I don't know. I thought the Chaos were going to win this, but the Chaos now seem to be taking extraordinary losses from them shooters. But they have still got a lot of Black Legion left. Look at how many are here. They started off with 3,000, and I dread to think of the 3,000, how many are actually left alive. In fact, I think it's pretty much only the Black Legion that are left alive over this side now. Oh my god. Yeah, where is the Horde gone? Look, we have got gunners and stuff like that, but It's hardly any at the moment. What's going here? What's going on? Look, okay, this entire flank was won. Oh, this was actually won by the Chaos over here. Okay. My God, I was not expecting the Chaos to win that flank, but the Orcs, realizing that, have now pushed up and are ready to take on the last few scraps of men. Oh my God. They are getting gunned down. Look at all that firepower going into the side of them. There's only about 200,000 Chaos remaining and about 300,000 Orcs. Like, that's insane to think of how many have actually died here today, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that's an insane amount of people for such a short period of combat. Look at these Demonettes. Yeah, these Demonettes have been the turning point here for Chaos. Demonettes, backed up by the Black Legion here, was the actual tipping point. I'm going to say that. I don't think the Chaos Gunners or the Chaos Melee troops really did much other than just litter the battlefield with their corpses. Which, you know what, I'm happy with that too. That is a result of sorts. Look at this. More and more sluggers now surging forward, taking on the Demonettes. The Demonettes do not care though, ladies and gentlemen. So many are dying in this fight. It's absolutely ridiculous. Somehow, someone explain this to me. The Imperial Guard are still getting kills. Look at the Imperial Guard kill counter. They've had no troops left for a good 5 minutes at least, and their kill counter is still going up. That is, I don't know, I can't explain that one at all. That is so weird. Perhaps they killed so many that the kill counter just could not keep up with them. Oh God, is Operation Mop-Up coming in here? Who's going to win this? This is getting really tense now. He's only 100,000 Orcs now. The numbers have flipped so rapidly yet again. It looked like the Orcs had the upper hand. They had the numbers advantage, and now, suddenly, it's completely flipped around. Oh my God. What an absolutely insane fight this has been today, ladies and gentlemen. The fight for the Oasis has been a deadly one. The Imperial Guard, unfortunately, have lost the last remaining bit of clean drinking water that remained on the surface of Armageddon. The Orcs here, I think their war may falter. Momentarily, of course, there's plenty more Orcs where they came from, but at least in this little sector at the moment, it does look like Operation Mop-Up must be declared. Only 44,000 Orcs remaining now. There's still 140,000 Chaos. Bearing in mind that each team, basically, of these two teams started with 1 million, and it was only really the Imperial Guard who were under force this round. Yeah. I can't wait to get some Orc knobs and stuff like that. Really help to balance out the fights and make it that little bit even. But yeah, I think there's even a Gazkul Thraka model somewhere. It'd be really cool to get Gazkul on the field and just watch him absolutely annihilate things. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, the last 20,000 Orcs now are being rounded up. You can see they're backpedaling a little bit, wondering where all the rest of the boys have gone. Lads! Oi lads! Where have you gone? No, no good, unfortunately. Ladies and gentlemen, it is pretty much all over here. And now, with the Imperial Guard realizing that their foothold here has been lost, it is time to call in that Exterminatus. I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who help to keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button below. And if you are a channel member, as a bonus reward, your extra content is now available, so go and check that out. And if you're interested in some Warhammer lore or short stories, go and check out the Chaotic Pinky website. With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.